is so vital because we are educating our replacements. When you get in that classroom, you have to teach like your life depends on it, because there's your future doctors and lawyers and business people, and even the folks who are going to serve you coffee. And let me bring this home why that's important. The fireman who's going to answer the call to my house was one of our students. My daughter was sick, 5 years old, and had to be catheterized. And the young lady who did it was one of my students. So we have to educate like our lives depend on it. I am dependent on each one of you to one day take my place. And it's not just what we teach them in the classroom, it's the example that we set. This gentleman sitting next to me doesn't understand just how much he means to me. When I watch him with young men, when I watched him help 30 young men get ready for an event. This is what our community did. Our community, I went out to our community and we got ties for these young men and shirts for these young men because we were told they had to dress. And they didn't even know how to tie a tie. Do you remember that? And we had to sit there and help them learn how to tie ties. That's part of education. That's the part people don't see. There's a lot more than just what goes on in the classroom. And so when we overload our classrooms, when we don't have the resources, we can't educate. And so we have to look at education, as vital as it is, that we are educating our replacements in this society. We should be showing the examples by what we want them to become. And each one of us, whether we're in a classroom or not, has an important part of that, because we need to come into these schools just as much as these students are going to come out of these schools. This is what education means to me.